children. I hope you are all completed the worksheet, isn't it? I completed or not? Yes. Come, let's go to check the answer key. Okay. Take your answer script. Come, let's go to check it. Yes. The first Roman number is answer in one word. The first Roman number is answer in one word. What is the first question here? Which is the largest and heaviest seed? What we have learned in between the time we have seen no. Which is the largest and heaviest seed in the world? Which is the largest and heaviest? It is a double coconut. Yes, it is a double coconut. Coconut fused together. It's looking like a structure. We said no. So that is answer. The answer is double coconut. The answer is double coconut. The second question is which have the smallest seeds in the plant kingdom? In the plant kingdom, which is the smallest seeds? The heaviest and the largest seed is a double coconut, as well as the smallest seed is a yes, orchid seeds. Orchids seeds. The third question is name the vegetative parts of the plant. Vegetative parts. What are the vegetative parts and then the reproductive part? Before going to start the lesson, we have seen no. So what are the vegetative part? Vegetative part means without involving the process of fertilization and pollination. So that part, what are the part? Yes, stem, leaves and then roots. The fourth question is write an examples of spores formation by the process of it is one of the types of asexual reproduction. The process, some plants only going to be takes place by spores formation there no. So give an examples of spores formation. Yes, moss and spurs. Algae also we can give the examples, moss and ferns. The final question is what is the filamentous alga? What is the filamentous alga? What is the filamentous alga? Here what we have learned by the vegetative propagation in the asexual reproduction, types of asexual reproduction, what we have learned? Vegetative propagation, budding, fragmentation and then spores formation we have seen no. The third one is fragmentation. In that subtropical one we have seen. So what is the name of, what is the filamentous alga? Yes, Spirogyra is a filamentous alga. Spirogyra is a filamentous alga. Have you clear about this? Have you clear all the question answers? Answer in one word? Yes? Have you all correct or not? I believe you will be correct it seems. So the second Roman number, what is the second Roman number? Give an examples for each given below. Give an examples of each. Give an examples of examples for each given below. What they have given below? Modifications of root. Modification of root. The first one is storage of food. The A. What is the example of storage of food? Storage of food, we can give any example. Carrot, beetroot, radish and turnip. You can write anything else, any one. We can write carrot. It's a correct answer. The second one, B. What is the answer here? Mechanical support. Mechanical support are divided into three. Prop roots, stilt roots and then final one is climbing root. Each and every subtopic of mechanical support we have seen one examples now. From that also you can write any one. Otherwise banyan tree also first we have learned to know. So that is the, that one also you can write. Banyan tree. Mechanical support. What is the answer here? Banyan tree. Yes. The C, third one. Gaseous exchange. Gaseous exchange. Which example we have seen in the gaseous exchange? Gaseous exchange? Abyssinia. Abyssinia. This is one of the swamps or it is one of the modifications of root only. Okay. The third, final one D, sucking root. Sucking root. Sucking root. What is the examples of sucking root? Here, what we have learned about this? What we have learned in this sucking root? In the examples of what we have seen in the sucking root and examples of cactus. Cactus only the examples for now. It is a parasitic plant. Yes. Cactus are what? It is a parasitic plant. Sucking root. The final one is sucking root. It's an example of Cuscuta. Cuscuta is a parasitic plant. It is from the host plant, sucking the moisture and nutrient from the host plant. It will be depend on the trees. Some trees, it's a host plant. From the host plant only, it is going to be sucking the moisture and nutrients. So, Cuscuta is a parasitic plant. The second question, second Roman number we have completed. Have you correct all? Yes. The third Roman number is complete it. What we have to complete about the modifications of about the mechanical support. The third Roman number is complete it. Complete it. What they have given? It's a mechanical support. Mechanical support. The mechanical support are divided into three. We have seen that one only we have to write it. No need to write the example. Just the support. What are the roots types are there? What are the mechanical support coming under by these three? That one only it's now. One is the prop roots, stilt roots, and the final one is prop roots, stilt roots, and then climbing roots. Prop roots, stilt roots, and then climbing roots. Prop roots, stilt roots, and then climbing roots. Have you clear about this? Those three Roman number for a worksheet? Yes? I believe you are all correct. Makes sense? Shall we go to today's class? Yes. Come, let's go to today's class. What is the topic name? What is the topic name? Unit 5. Reproduction and modification in plants. Reproduction. Unit 5. Reproduction and the modification in plants. Yes, what we have learned on the day about this. Yesterday itself, the previous class, what we have learned about this in the mechanical support only we have seen no prop root, stilt root, and climbing roots. Modification. In the modifications of root, what are the first? Storage of root. The second one is storage of root. The second one is mechanical support. The third one is gaseous exchange. Gaseous exchange after sucking root only we have seen no. So the final, the third one is gaseous exchange. Gaseous exchange. In this modifications of root, which plant going to be its main role? It's Abyssinia. Abyssinia. It is one of the tree like shape. It is one of the tree. Grows in mangroves or swamps. Grows in mangroves or swamps. In this type of plants, the roots are erect. Roots only going to be It's modified as a, it is capable of breathe. How we are breathing. So inside the root, all the plants, root part present above the soil or below the soil? Below the soil only. But in this type of Abyssinia, it is a tree which grows in mangroves or swamps. Here, in this type of plant, and the root part will be erect, and then it is having a small minute pores-like structure, bed-like structures present to capable of taking a air inside the plants. So that is only it is called breathing plant. It is a breathing plant or breathing roots are nematophores. Breathing roots are nematophores. Here the roots are erect. Bed-like structure is present on the surface of the roots. Bed-like structure of pores will be present. Bed-like structure of pores present on the roots. Pores present on the roots, as well as this pores. Why it is modified like this? This pores only taking the air from the surrounding. After taking the air inside, it will be used by themselves. As well as it is called breathing root as well as nematophores. These called breathing roots. The Abyssinia plant is called breathing roots or nematophores. Breathing roots are nematophores. Are we clear about this? Are we clear or not? Shall we go to see the next one? As well as epiphytic plant. Epiphytic plant means what? Vanda. Already we have seen some of the trees are while after getting rain we can able to see this type of plants. This type of plants are growing on some other plants. Other tree trunk part is there in the tree. From the trunk part it will be grown. So this type of vanda, it is an epiphytic plant. What is mean by the epiphytic plant? The epiphytic plant means having in the root part velamen tissue is present. So from this velamen tissue absorbs the host plant to taking the nutrient and moisture everything from the host plant. So that is one of the plant, epiphytic plant. So example, what is the example of epiphytic plant? What is the example of epiphytic plant? Vanda. Are we clear about this? Yes. Shall we go to the next one? What is the final one? Gaseous exchange. The final one is roots also having a vital special function. So what is the special functions means? It is a sucking root. It's otherwise called sucking root. For example, Cascata plant, it is one of the parasitic plant. These plants are staying in some other plant to taking the moisture and nutrient from that host plant and it will be living. It is also both of the. It's not a mutual beneficial. That is it will be vary. But this is a parasitic plant only. Just it will be live on the host plant taking the moisture and nutrient. That is only the purpose. It will be stay on to the host plant. It is on the tree. For example, the fourth one what we have seen. It is a sucking root. Sucking root. Example, Cascata. The Cascata plant is living on some other trees or some other plants. That plant is as a host plant. From the host plant, the Cascata plant are taking the moisture and nutrient from the host plant and it will be living. Okay, have we clear about this host for the nutrients? Already we have seen. Still, what we have seen about the modifications of root. The next what we have learned. What are the vegetative part of the plant are there? Root, stem and leaves. Still what we have seen? Modifications of root alone. The next what we are going to see? Yes, modifications of stem. After taking the water and minerals from the ground, where it will go? To the stem part only. After receiving the water to transport to all the parts of the plant, what it is going to? Some of the plants are going to take space for the functions by the photosynthesis process, even the stem also, as well as some of the plants, some of the stems are going to modify to storage of food and then some other functions. Okay, so these purpose also it is going to be modified as a stem part also going to be get modified. So the modification of stem, how it is going to be modified? See, we have seen already onion bulb, potato, onion bulb. These are the common. Have you seen this one? Have you seen common for these things? Have you got an idea about these three? What are they? Potato, onion bulb, and then ginger. These three is a common. It is a common thing only. Have you got an idea about this? Yes, these three are modified as a modified from a stem part alone. So here modifications are, some are aerial, some are subaerial, some are underground stems. So that one only now we are going to learn about this. The first one is aerial, second one is subaerial, the third one is underground stem. Third one is underground stem. The first one is aerial. Aerial stem, what we can give the example for the aerial. Cactus plant we have seen now. Gases exchange and then sucking root only we have seen the cascata examples. But here the aerial, we can give the example for cactus. In the dry condition, dry area, water is conserving water is a very challenged one. So in that area only this type of plants will be grow. How it is possible? Without water, less amount of water will be enough to this type of plants. Why? See, this type of cactus plants, have you seen now? So here like that, the spines will be present on the surface of the plant. A broad thick stem will be there. So the cactus plant here, the evaporation will be the surface of the area, or each and every plants having the leaves having a surface area. Through the leaves only it is going to be synthesize the food, as well as even the transpiration process also going to be takes place by leaves. So through the leaf part surface will be more, definitely the evaporation also will be more. Yes, evaporation will be more, excess of lost water also will be more, as well as the surface of the leaf part it is a very less, definitely the evaporation also will be very less. So the excess of water does not last out. So that is only the reason here even the dry condition also this type of plant will be grow. So here the stem part only, the broad thick green like structure is there, no? That part only it is a stem part. The stem part only going to use to do the process of photosynthesis. By the stem part only going to be modified as a leaf, as well as the spines are present on the surface of the stem part like a leaf, no? So that part is a leaf part is modified as a spines. So here the evaporation will be takes place in very less. Okay, are we clear about this? That is part is a modifications of stem. How the modification stem going to be modified in the cactus plant? It is coming under by the aerial. The next one is subaerial. Subaerial means here how the branches are going to take place from the plant, how the new plant will be grow. That is only now we are going to see. Runners. Subaerial are divided into again 4 runners, stolon, sucker, offset. Again the sub-aerial are divided into 4: runners, stolons, sucker, offset. We can give the example of runners: cantilla, scintilla, scintilla. We can give the name, Tamil name is Vallari. The stolons: wild strawberry, wild strawberry. Sucker, sucker we can give the example of chrysanthemum. Sucker we can give the examples of chrysanthemum, chrysanthemum. Offset: eichhornia, eichhornia. We can give the examples of eichhornia. So these are not for what it is a sub-aerial modifications. Here the modifications of stem are divided into 3. One is the aerial, sub-aerial and then underground stem. Here aerial cactus, sub-aerial again divided into 4: runners, stolons, suckers, offset. Runners we can give the example of Scintilla. How it is going to be modified, the new plant is going to be produced from the parent. Now let us see one by one. The second one is wild strawberry, suckers example of chrysanthemum, offset example of eichhornia, as well as underground stem also having a 4 types: corm, rhizome, tuber and then bulb. So this one also having 4: corm, rhizome, tuber and then bulb. So these also we can give the examples for, again divided into underground stem also again divided into 4. Each and every subcategories are having a specific examples. Okay, so now let us see one by one in the sub-aerial. About the aerial we have seen already. So now let us see about the sub-aerial. The sub-aerial, so the first one is runners. We have given the example for Scintilla, Tamil name is Vallari. So have you seen the plant now? Have you seen or not? So from the parent plant, here how the structure will be there, the root part will be there, here the main stem part. From the main stem part will be falling, the lateral side only the plant will be grown from the lateral surface of the soil, lateral side of the surface of the soil. Stem part will be grown, as well as after touching the soil it will be breaks up to produce a new plant. After touching this lateral side of the plant from the soil, it will be grow the stem, it will be falling down the grow the stem part. This stem part after reaching the soil, touch the soil, it will be break from the plant to produce a new plant. So this is a like that the modifications of sub-aerial plants. Here that is a Scintilla, Vallari. The next one is stolons, wild strawberry. How it is going to be get a modification of wild strawberry? Wild strawberry from the parent plant, some distance keep away from the parent plant, the daughter plant will be grown. But underneath layer only, that is a ground part. This is a parent plant. From this plant, some other distance away from the parent plant, the daughter plant will be grown. From the distance away, but here from the nodes of the mother plant only, the node some other distance away, the branches will be go like that, it will be to form a new plant. Okay, are we clear about the wild strawberry? Shall we go to the suckers? What is the example of suckers? Chrysanthemum. What is the example of suckers? Chrysanthemum. Next one is suckers. Here the branches are there. It is a parent plant. Here from the nodes itself, from the nodes itself it will be grown downmost part from this, the new plant will be grown. So that is from the nodes itself the plant will be grown. Are we clear about this? That is suckers. Examples of chrysanthemum. Examples of chrysanthemum. Here that is the next one is offset. Examples of eichhornia, in where the storage of water will be present on the open places. The lavender color flower is there, no, on the surface of the, it will be always floating only. The large amount of water will be coming through the way. Definitely this plant also going to be flow away through the water. So it always it will be float, does not any contact in the underground part. So that is the offset. Offset, what is the example? Eichhornia. That is the eichhornia. So this part here, the nodes is leaf node is there, no? From the leaf node itself, the new plant will be grown. Have you clear about this? Have you clear or not? So then, shall we go to the next one? Underground stem. Rhizome, corm, tuber, and then bulb. Yes. The next one is underground stem. Always the plants will be grown. Stem part means definitely will be grown on the above the soil only. But underground stem part in the from the stem part, corm, rhizome, tuber, and then bulb. So this type of modification, how it is going to be takes place. Now let us see one by one. The underground stem from the scaly leaves, fleshy leaves. So through the way nodes, internodes, nodes and internodes, only the new plant will be grown. The first one is underground stem. The underground stems are divided into 4: rhizome, corm, tuber, and then bulb. See here, rhizome. We can give the example of turmeric. Example of turmeric plant. Already we have seen, no, in the turmeric fleshy leaves are there. That is nodes or internodes. Here, like that only it will be grown. No. The roots are also there. The scaly leaves are present on the surface of the region also. So the corm we can give the example of colocasia, tuber potato, bulb onion. See how it is going to be takes place as a turmeric. Already we have seen, no, from the scaly leaves on the surface of the plant, scaly leaves are there. This part is the stem part only. It is going to be grown under the soil. The leaf part only growing up. So under the soil, nodes and internodes having the scaly leaves. From the scaly leaves, the nodes only creating. It is going to be lateral way only. It will be grown. The leaf part will be coming up. Next one is colocasia. It is in a spherical in nature. Top and the bottom part it is in a flat in nature. For example, this colocasia only, it is also having a nodes. Here also nodes and internodes in between the scaly leaves are present inside the corm also. The next one is tuber. Already I shown this part on the surface of the area, how it is going to be produce a new plant. On the surface of the area, a bud-like projections are protrudes. This part is called eyes. While we are cutting down this eyes part to some other places, it is also going to be produce a new plant. So like that, tuber from the potato give a new plant. Are we clear about this? About the tuber. The next one is bulb. Bulb examples onion. Onion is a scaly leaves and then fleshy leaves. Those two types of leaves are there. Scaly leaves contains stem, disc-like structure, and then it is a stores food and fleshy leaves. It will be each and every part of the underground stem will be stored the food as well as even the not only the all, even the bulb also containing a fleshy leaves as well as storing a food. Here the fleshy leaves, upper part of the leaves are called scaly leaves. The upper part in onion that is having a upper part. Scaly leaves and then fleshy leaves are there. The upper part of the terminal part of this terminal part, we are taking out one by one the layer of this leaves. No, that is called for what? It is a scaly leaves. It is a scaly leaves. The central part of the part is there. No, that is a fleshy leaves. That is that part also used to helpful to storing the food particles like garlic and then onion. Both of the plants we can see. Okay, have you clear about this? Have you clear about that? This is a potato I showed. Corn means like the top and the bottom will be flat, but the center part of the area is in a spherical in nature. Have you clear about this? What we have learned today's topic, today's class about the asexual reproduction already we have seen, but in this class the remaining part also we have seen now. Vegetative part, what are the modifications of vegetative part? What are the vegetative part? Are they leaves, stem and root. Previous class we have seen the modifications of root, two alone. What are they? Storage of root and mechanical support. But in this class, gases exchange and then sucking root we have seen. What is the example of gases exchange? Yes, Avicennia. It is a breathing root or nematophores. The next one is sucking root. Sucking root example is Cuscuta. The next one is, next what we have learned, modification of stems. Modifications of stems are again divided into three: aerial, subaerial and then underground stems. Aerial example is cactus, but subaerial again divided into four. What are they? Again divided into runners, stolon, suckers and offset. What is the example of runners? Centella or vallare. The second one is stolons, wild strawberry or peppermint also we can give the example for stolons. The next one is suckers. Chrysanthemum is an example for suckers. And then final one is offset. Eichhornia is an example for offset. The next one is underground stem. Underground stem also again divided into four. What are they? Rhizome, corm, tuber and bulb. Rhizome examples is turmeric or ginger. We can give corm examples colocasia, tuber, potato, bulb, onion. How from this modification, how the new plants will be grow. Now we have seen how it is going to be storage the food particles, and that's only we have seen. Yes, have you clear about this? I hope you will be clear, it seems. Now let us explain about in the next class we will explain about the modifications of leaf. Yes, my dear children, don't forget everything. I believe you will be clear with this. Take a notes of it and then study well. Okay, thank you my dear children.